there are four things that African youths we have to do if at all we really have to see change in Africa. And one of the major things is ac- stop accepting the bribes that you're given by politicians to vote them. In the Western countries, the politicians don't go out there to give bribes to people to vote. They go out there to give policies and the things they will implement and the things they plan to do to make their economies better or their livelihoods better. So stop accepting bribes. Some of you are even Christians. I'm not a Christian, but I'm saying some of you are Christians. You even go to your churches and you read about how Esau sold his this Isaac sold his birthright with a plate of soup, but you're doing it since independence. You people have been collecting that plate of soup and selling your birthright to these politicians because the politicians go and beg for the money from the Western masters. And once they get this money, they're given with conditions. And once they win elections, they cannot say no to anything that they are told to do. So imagine if one day a politician will line up with paper monies and everybody say, no, I'm not taking it. That will be the greatest revolution in Africa. Another thing, we can as well boycott voting. Like, it's a waste of money. They have to go and print these votes in the colonial um, countries. Then the papers have to be brought to Africa. Then they have to pay, I don't know, security people. They have to go through all this. Just too much. Before the colonizers came to Africa, we had our own systems of government. We had our kingdoms and queendoms. Even there are some children who were in leadership positions, and we had our own way of how we used to do it. We can as well demand as a people because they are the ones ruling on us. I know this one sounds like it cannot happen, but it's possible. They rule on us. We pay their salaries. We are like, no, we don't want to employ you anymore. We don't need your services anymore. We are going back to our kingdoms and queendoms because they were very much functioning before that time. They never used to sell us out for them to get anything. So we can as well make a revolution by not voting. And then we have to be self reliant. The best revolution that we can ever do is to be self reliant and to also be of self governance. Do not wait for anything from the government. If it's your food, find it by yourself. If you're living in the city, grow your food in the pots, in the containers, in the small garden outside. Do something to make sure you have this food. You can even hire some little farm in the village where when you're free, you go there, dig your food, then you can carry it to the city and come use it. Be self-reliant. Whenever you see the government giving out free fertilizer, just know that there's a Western person behind it and it is not for your good. In Kenya, people were given fake fertilizers just the other day. It could even lead to poisoning of your own soils. So we have to be self-reliant. Know how to feed yourself. Not that everything you eat has to be from the stores. All right? And then, of course, self-leadership. You don't have to wait for your politician to tell you what is good for your children, what is good for you. You have to know it by yourself. And of course, the highest and the greatest thing is going back to the worship of the true creators of the Africans. You know that one that the ancestors used to talk to before the colonizers came? That one. That is the true one. So, guys, yeah, let's try it.